The Hawaiian Heist, Chapter 7. Don't be such a scaredy mouse. The following day, Kai drove us to the airport. We were going to fly to Oahu, where the Super Surfer race was taking place. We drove past two active volcanoes, Mauna Loa and Kilauea. I don't think I've ever been this close to a real volcano before, I said. I know many legends about volcanoes. I'll tell you one later on our trip. When we got to the airport, Kai parked his Jeep and walked us over to the small blue plane with the name Kai Travel Tours and Tales painted on its side. My whiskers trembled. Is that thing strong enough to carry all of us? I asked. Of course, Kai said. I'm going to fly. You myself. I do it all the time. Hercule and I climbed aboard. I fastened my seatbelt extra tight as Kai started the engine. If we run into trouble, you can always bail out in the ocean, Kai bellowed over the noise. Rat munching rattlesnakes. The flight was bumpy but short. At the airport, there was lots of athletic-looking mice wearing Super Surfer gear. We followed the group outside to a bus headed to the race site and climbed aboard. Once we got to the beach, I nervously approached the race sign-up table. As I waited my turn, one of the race organizers handed me a program. Yikes! This was not going to be easy. Words jumped out at me. Dangerous. Sharks. For super mice only. My whiskers shook with fear. That was it. I was out. But just then, someone tapped me on my shoulder. Geronimo Stilton, are you also joining the Super Surfer race? I turned around to see a tall mouselet wearing a pink wetsuit. We met at a party for your newspaper back on Mouse Island, she explained. But maybe you don't remember? Her whiskers drooped. Of course I remember you, I cried, racking my cheddar brain. She did seem familiar, but I couldn't quite place her. She extended her paw. It's all right. My name is Grace Cheesington. I'm a huge fan of the Rodents Gazette. Such Marv Mouse reporting. I blushed from the tip of my tail to the top of my ears. And now it turns out you're also a super mouse. She gestured to the sign-up sheet. I gulped. I couldn't walk away now. Not with my biggest fan watching. I hastily scrawled my name on the sheet and gave the pen to Grace. How long have you been training for this? Grace asked as she signed her name and took a program from the organizers. Well, not too long, I trailed off. I didn't want to lie, but I didn't want her to know I was a rookie. As I was struggling to find the right words, 1, I tripped over my own tail, and 2, fell right into a case of freshly caught fish. I tried to get up, but I slipped and slammed my snout into a greased surfboard. I twirled up in the air and I did a triple backflip with a double twist. By sheer luck, I landed on my knees right in front of her. Just limbering up for the big race, I said, and chuckled.